Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Whiskey Sour, Libations, a Conversation. I'm your girl Dom, and I have a guest with me today, actually in my house, because y'all know I've been so scared to have people in my house, because COVID.
Yeah.
This is my friend Darrin.
Fully vaccinated.
Fully vaccinated. We both are fully vaxxed. Are you gonna get your booster shot?
I sure am. Yep.
See, last
booster shot, AIDS test this month, and chlamydia test. I'm everything.
I'm glad you're being safe.
Yeah. Using condoms too.
Yeah, using condoms. I mean, technically, they told us we should be fucking with mask on. But
I mean, I did that last year, but
you really had sex with a mask on?
Last year.
Okay.
It was in the early stages of the pandemic, but yeah.
We definitely are going to get there. Darrin is a fellow Gorlock. We both went to Webster University in St. Louis. Yeah. We did not know each other in college. We would become great friends when I moved to LA.
We didn't, did we?
Yeah, you were older than me.
Oh yeah,
nigga, you like 45. No, okay, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, you were what? Class of 20? Like I was 06.
Oh, baby, I just got there in 05.
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you were headed out, and I was just really getting accustomed to the life on.
Yeah, so you came in my senior year.
Yeah. Senior year.
Did you know Tavisha?
Yeah, so I knew Tavisha before I got to Webster because Rachel used to date relative, like my cousin.
Okay.
And so that's how I knew Tavisha, Rachel, and Brian before I actually got to Webster.
What about Jessica?
I think I might have met Jessica one time. Okay. These are all our creative friends that we're speaking about. Yeah. But there we have a community of us out here in LA, and it has just really been a life-saving, game-changing.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. I just celebrated 11 years out here last week.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. You've been here 11 or 12.
I've been here 13. It'll be 14 years in March. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been hustling. Hoeing and hustling.
Is that the name of your book?
I don't know yet. We'll see.
I think that's the title. Hoeing and hustling.
I like it though.
I do like it. I mean, it's the title of something.
Yeah.
Darrin is an amazing writer, and since I've known Darrin, all Darrin has talked about, I mean, besides hoeing and this is the hustling part. Is creating a show or writing on a show.
Yeah.
Movies,
TV,
all of that.
books,
I remember you were going to do a show, kind of like a reality show, Baby Mamas. Short Change is a short that you filmed, which was hilarious.
That's going to be a show soon too.
Yeah. Short. Okay, so Short Change was actually about you working at a bank after you graduated. Right?
Yeah, loosely based on my own experiences in banking. Yeah, loosely.
Which bank did you work for?
Heartland Bank.
Oh yeah. That's a small
they went bankrupt. But
how does a bank go bankrupt? Because you should have
because it's ratchet. That's why. That's why that shit went bankrupt finally. Yeah.
Really? Okay. So what's the craziest thing that happened to you while working at the bank? Because we always talk about work relationships and work drama.
Yeah.
What was the craziest?
It was so much. I mean, people got fired for stealing, having sex in the vault on camera. I mean,
you really don't give a fuck if it's a camera.
It was that hood. No, but and then also, I mean, we worked in a trailer for 3 months. It was horrible. No, it was just we went through it there. It was a lot of theft and stuff, and
Wow.
Heartland Bank,
I think, okay, so I have a huge retail background.
Yeah, we both do.
I think one of the craziest things that happened to me one time, and it was so unexpected. My homeboy, when I worked at, I won't say the name because I don't want nobody to get in trouble because he still worked there.
Yeah.
But my homeboy had a frappe
Okay.
So what I had a tank top on, and we would have stock assignments.
Yeah.
Yo, my homeboy flung the whipped cream on my like cleavage, and like licked it off, and it was totally inappropriate. But I was like, this nigga is fine, so this is okay.
Did y'all fuck?
No, apparently we made out at a bar.
Yeah.
That bar, RIP to the Hudson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
all right.
Yeah, he's still fine to this day. He's still shout out to Rodrigo. He was fine. And yeah, so that would happen. Or when I got to another establishment, we I had a work husband.
Okay.
And he looked like Malik Yoba. And we definitely will make out in the stock room.
All right.
Definitely. And the overs.
Yeah.
The overs at this spot, but we would be making out.
Yeah.
And then on one time it was a dude that really liked me. He like begged to eat me out, and I let him eat me out on lunch break.
Yeah.
But I wasn't on the clock.
Yeah.
So
we've all had those young work experiences on the job. Yeah.
I know. It's so strange and so like
yeah.
I know. I was like just thinking about that. I was like, damn, I was kind of a little naughty little minx.
We was all, we was doing like our thing.
I mean, yes, while doing our thing.
It was fun too, though.
It was fun, like, it made me like kind of like the work person that I needed to be. Mm-hmm. There were certain things that needed to get out of my system before I got to my job now, because it's definitely dry.
All right.
It is dry. It's no eye candy. It's nobody to even flirt with. I've been trying to. I'm like, I'm bored. I'll kind of flirt with the IT guy, and I was like, this ain't it. Because it's always something. But speaking of, okay, so short change.
Yeah.
So short change, is that you entered that into a film festival?
Yes, I entered a script of short change in the American Black Film Festival.
Okay.
They were doing a writing competition with Turner.
Okay.
They were looking for writers, for diverse writers. Mm-hmm. They had us submit scripts, like some essays, a bio, and they read over about 400 scripts. Yeah, and I ended up winning on the comedy side.
Wow. Okay. See, that's dope. That's so dope. And then life just changed from there, right?
Yeah, no, life changed.
Like immediately. It was like in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, no, I remember after I left the festival, I landed here in LA at LAX on, I think, a Sunday night. Mm-hmm. Turned on my phone, and an exec from Kevin Hart's company found me on Twitter, and she was like, let's meet up. Come in for like a meeting, and that's just and it's just been up since then.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay, so now flash forward, you get a call, and you get to be interviewed for a potential writing position on a film. Yeah. I was gonna hype it up. Actually, I was about to give it all the accolades. I was like, I was about to say a critically, acclaimed TV series, primetime television on TNT called Claws, which is, I am a stan. Yeah. By the way,
coming back next month.
First of all, I want to just say F the Rona, because I was totally going down to New Orleans where they film. Yep. Book flight, fight, booked everything, and lockdown happens. Yeah. And when I tell you, to this day, I am still sad that I did not get to go to the set.
There'll be other shows.
I mean, there will be other shows, but I could have been an extra and kind of could have walked in and been like, bitch. What?
Oh, man.
If y'all can't tell, I'm a little hood. I'm from the West Side. So I mean, you from the South? No,
South,
you South side. Yeah.
South
Okay.
St. Louis. No.
South St. Okay, that's worse than the West. That's the worst side. I think it's the North.
The North side.
It's the North, the South, the West.
Yeah. And then East is way
East.
down here.
Well,
that's
no,
Illinois.
That's Illinois.
Yeah,
East St. Louis and Illinois.
Yeah,
so don't let nobody tell you, oh, I'm from East St. Louis, like I'm from the East of how East LA is. No. There is a river, a monkey dirty ass river that separates us from you hoes. And we we are upper echelon on the side with the arch. A little bit. Not far, but you know. So clause happens.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. What we gonna talk about? With clause.
I mean, you can't tell me too much
about
the show. You can't tell me too much. I don't want, about Set Life, because that's you signed the NDA.
Right. Well, okay.
Did you?
I mean, once you sign your deal with the studio, like it's, you don't go out and tell like everybody, oh, this happened, because you'll get fired to like, etc.
Right. Okay.
But I can tell you some broad strokes.
Okay, let's talk about some broad strokes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was a day like writing, or like kind of figure out what was y'all gonna keep in, and how did you make sure, because we understand that there's a team of writers when this is happening.
Yeah.
Anywhere from could be 5 to up. How did you make sure that your voice was heard and that stuck in the script?
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, I will tell you, when I got staffed on that show, I mean, they were looking for a young, bold comedy writer.
Okay.
So the show is a mixture of drama, crime, comedy, thriller, sex, but they really did want somebody to help them with the comedy.
Okay.
So so my voice was heard on the show because every script in that show has the comedy in it. Right. So I would, give jokes, pitch storylines, character moments, so I got along very well with all of the writers. We all still keep in touch. I mean, I really, really like the cast. So it was, I feel like it was easy for my voice to be heard on that show because I got like along well with everybody. So not every suggestion was obviously taken, but like a lot was though. Yeah. So
I know. I saw. I was there, and then there's certain things I was like, if you're a fan of Claus, you did really, and you paid attention to like the evolution of the characters and what was happening. Yes, it was not that it was ratchet, but it was just like more suggestive statements, like you were saying.
I mean, the show is ratchet.
The show is ratchet, but it's like clash. It's like cliche.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like classy ratchet.
Yeah.
And so it will be certain things that like Desmond would say, or even what's the white girl that talk like this and she's just really country, and Uncle Daddy.
Carrie Preston.
Yes. Yeah. So that she would say, and I was like, this has to be Darrin's voice because I know Darrin. And
I mean, to be fair, the show was already established before I got there.
That's true.
In season 3. So,
but when there is a shift, it's not like, and it's not a bad shift. Right. In this case, this wasn't, because I mean, we've seen people come in and it changes the dynamic of things. Yeah. Like people kind of feel like that a little bit, about some other shows when other people become more behind the scenes, more into the forefront. But I mean, you might just be a little ratchet.
A little?
Or a lie. You might be a big old freak. And
no comment, no. I'm kidding.
I mean, it is true, and so I think that was something that was dope because the show, even though they had a new younger fresher writer coming in, the show didn't lose its gusto. Like I feel like it elevated it a little bit.
Yeah.
And so, which is how you have people, we know this is the last season, but people are, waiting on the edge of their seats for the premiere. So
we're going out with a bang. I promise y'all that.
Speaking of banging.
Yeah, what? Really, Dominique? Damn. We're just going there.
All right. Speaking of banging, you got a book that's all about banging.
I do. That's coming out. Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
So we don't have a title. Do we have a title?
We have a loose title. I can't say yet. I'm still playing with some titles.
Funny,
with my
these
team.
Words, bang, loose.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
I mean, okay. So
what do you want to know?
Okay. So for y'all that's listening, my boy D is coming out with a sex book, and yours truly might have been interviewed for this sex book.
You just gonna put yourself out?
I'm gonna put that. I don't give a shit.
Oh damn. Okay. Yeah.
I probably should, because at some point I want somebody to love me and marry me, and sometimes people also can't separate the real from like the social media personality. It's been strange conversations that I'm having with people, and I'm like, this is entertainment only. Okay, so this book. Okay, so let's talk about what this book will trailblaze. Like, what will we be covering?
No, I mean, I feel like this book will really establish that everybody
can get it.
And when I say everybody, I mean all different races, backgrounds, doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, everybody has a kink.
Yes.
That's one of the themes in the book. And we are going to really study the 5 stages of what it takes to really unleash those kinks.
Can you give us give me a stage? Don't give me all 5. Just give me one, because I don't want to give your book away.
No, like a stage of unleashing your kinks is one stage, for instance, is you got to learn what you really like.
Yeah.
Like, I know that I like rough sex, but it took certain stages for me to realize that, that's how I like it. So one of the stages is really trying new things and learning what you really like sexually.
Okay, so when you say you like rough sex, was it just a random one-off experience that happened with you, or was it like you might have slept with somebody that was 10, 15 years older than you?
It's funny you say that. I was working at a certain retail store in St. Louis circa 2005.
Okay.
And I started dating a coworker that ended up getting fired.
Oh, shit.
And I was, at the time, I think I had just turned 22.
Okay.
And she was about 31 or 32.
Okay.
And she helped introduce me to Bdsm. And I have not been right ever since. That is a true story. Yeah.
Really?
That is a true story.
That is hilarious. So you're not into passionate. You can do it.
No, I can do the passion. That's fine. But what really gets me off is the rough stuff.
So have you ever taken the BDSM quiz?
I actually haven't.
Okay,
you gotta send me that.
I have to send it to you, because that's what I was telling Medina. I was like, hey, I think that low key, actually high key, I'm a dom.
I can see that.
And the bed, and it's strange because I always used to tell people, I'm like, hey, the one spot that I'm submissive in life is the bedroom because I know how men get, you know, y'all got, not you, but men tend to have this, y'all got fragile egos.
Oh yeah.
And every man does, no matter how hard y'all try to play it. That's just what it is. And that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But it's just that even when it comes to sex, I mean, I think there's 85% of women that are not orgasming or enjoying sex because they're afraid to have those conversations about, hey, I want you to touch me here, do this. I didn't realize how I liked men screaming my name for real. It was just random. It was like a random encounter, and I was like, I like this. Say that one more time. Let me choke you and scream. Oh, say my name.
See, I would like something like that.
Yes, and then and then I even had a guy tell me one time that, and it would be years later, that we would have a conversation about our sexual interactions, and he was saying how intimidated he was. But the young, you know, immaturity in him looked at it like, oh, she might sleep with a lot of men, when it really is she knows how to enjoy herself and have a really good time. But you know, I'll be trying to be out here pegging niggas, so
I know you have told me so.
Several times.
Like, any luck with that?
Okay, no luck, but a proposition from a homegirl who said that she would be open to me pegging her guy. Wow. And I met the guy. Okay. I would meet the guy last week, but I was like, I don't know if that's my type to peg.
What is your type for pegging? Because that's like a serious thing. Yeah.
I don't know. You know what? Low key, this is fucked up, but I would probably be interested in pegging a man that comes across as an alpha male. Yeah. To make him to dominate him and to take his power away.
Yeah.
I think I would get off on that.
Like I said, I have some dudes that will probably do it. Yeah.
Are they gonna pay me? Because I'm in the business.
I mean, are you admitting to prostitution on
that
camera?
Is not prostitution.
Really?
That's
really,
not prostitution. That is that is a gift. I want to be in the place where I am a leader. I'm not gonna say I have a harem of men or anything like that, but I was just literally explaining, like, I would love to be dominant. I would love to have somebody like worship the ground. I literally walk on, like, I walk and they're worshiping the ground. And then they gift me with things like that. Is a whole lifestyle. Maybe a madam or something.
A madam. Wow. All right.
That's not prostitution.
So if this dude pegs you, or if you,
I'm not into pegging. I want to peg them.
Right.
I know you can't peg me.
So if he lets you peg him, will you have sex with him afterwards?
Sure. Why not?
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah. I would think that would come with.
Yeah.
Play on words. Yeah. Definitely can't show my mother this episode.
Oh no, this ain't for nobody's mama. Sorry, y'all.
I'm really trying to share my content with my mom, and I was like, my mouth is so filthy.
Like, I'm like that too. My mama still hasn't watched the Claws yet.
Really?
Because she's very religious, and she don't like a lot of cursing and sex, like, and stuff.
It's like 5 of y'all. She don't like sex. She likes sex.
Yeah, but as she's gotten older, she's gotten a lot more religious and like all that. She is gonna watch the premiere with us when I'm home in St. Louis next month.
Okay. So wait, when you going home?
The week of Christmas. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. I feel like I told my mom today, I was like, listen, I'll come home for Christmas. There's some terms and conditions that I need. There are certain things. And people feel like I feel like my parents feel like I'm an asshole for like needing accommodations, or like there's certain things. I said, no. It's just that I require a certain level of peace.
Yeah. Well, that's why I stay in a hotel now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Visit St. Louis. Like, I started at a few years back, and it's just so much more peaceful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
When I was there in September, my uncle had went out of town, so I stayed at his house. So that was dope. Just it was kind of like a hotel because you don't have nobody there bothering you. So that was nice, and it was dope to catch up with my family when they did, like before they went out of town and when they came back. But I was learning that shit. I'm like, look, I don't. But okay, so yes, back to the pegging.
Wow. We're back here now. All right.
Would you ever allow any sort of anal play? Because I will say this, I feel like more so in particular, Black men are like, no, because of they think of what comes with that. But I'm like, you're having a sexual encounter with a woman.
No, I mean,
you had your ass ate.
You know, I've had women do like anal stuff on me. I don't really like it though.
Okay.
Yeah, no, like no, like I've had women put a finger up there, and it's just not like, why are you scratching my asshole for? Like, it's just it don't do nothing for me. I've had my ass eaten. You know, I mean, it's just I don't need my ass played with.
Yeah, it's strange because it's not that I have a fascination with ass or anything like that.
No, like a lot of women are very curious about it, and they will eat ass and they'll peg and
So my homegirl was just saying how she was talking to a guy, and that was his kink, like that was his thing. And
a lot of guys have that kink.
She was like. She went to her room and they getting undressed, and this nigga jumps on the bed and he's face down, ass up, and like go to town. And I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I was laying there like, so what we do? And she was like, so of course I do it, but I'm like, damn. And for me, excuse me,
what?
This is why I'm not big on men.
What?
Ass eating anal play for like, and I know if I peg a guy, like there are certain things I feel like I need him to douche, or I would do it like, okay, if I had to, and that was his thing, and I tried it, I'm like, okay, in the shower.
Let me be very, very candid with you. The last time I got my ass eaten, before any of that happened, like I took like a shower.
Did you eat that day?
I did, but I didn't eat heavy though.
Okay.
That day, but I remember I took like a nice shower, cleaned it out. I trimmed it here. No, like I'm very.
But those are questions that need answers.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, even in this book, you know, I feel like, if you are gonna eat somebody's ass, pussy, suck their dick, whatever, hygiene is a big thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm not putting my tongue up a shitty asshole or a smelly asshole.
Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like we are like adults. So it shouldn't be like, oh, it shouldn't be nothing. Like it's like it is what it is. Like make sure it is clean. And I feel like there is still a stigma against eating ass, anal sex, etc., because everybody knows that shit comes out of it. But I feel like if you know you're going to be playing in that area, you got to make sure it's clean.
Yeah. No, and I, like you said, I have had the finger up my butt.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
Right.
I mean, I just know it's a lot of men that ain't gonna do it clean, like how you saying, because a lot of y'all can't wear white drawers.
Ooh.
I say that a lot, and it's true though, because it's just like, okay, you might think that you did something. I'm like, but like you said, are you gonna trim it?
Right.
Yep. You can't come home from work and thinking that we're finna get into things, and and then some dingleberries or dick cheese or something of the sort.
I agree. Yeah.
So
And also, if you don't have the time to take a full shower, this is why I take baby wipes with me everywhere.
So do you have the dude wipes? Because I saw there's this new wipe, but it's for men. It's called dude wipes.
I haven't heard of those. I mean, I use...
Y'all got passed now too?
Yeah. I mean, I use the literally the baby wipes because they smell so good. So
no, I went to my homeboy house and on his toilet he had dude wipes.
That's funny.
And I was like, dude wipes? And yesterday on Twitter, I saw that they have now created, it's kind of like, it's a pad pretty much, but for men that might have, I guess, some leakage throughout the day.
Really? Oh, wow.
So whether it be,
that's a new one.
Apparently, I just learned a new word. It's called PRUM, which is pre-cum.
Okay. All right.
Or PRUM, or however PRUM, because it's PRUM.
All right.
And like if a guy has like a bladder issue, kind of like a little like drip when he laughs, or like sweat or different things like that could happen. Like this pad catches it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't.
Yeah.
So that's nice because I mean that creates less odor, no stains on your underwear.
Yeah.
So
yeah, wow. All right, you learn something new every day.
I learned it last night, and I was like, wow.
I need another drink, by the way.
Go get a drink. Go get the bottle. Just go get the bottle. We drinking it straight. Yeah. Okay.
I'm good now.
So last year, and we're still in the middle of it, we experienced a life-changing event called COVID-19.
Yeah.
Where a lot of experts were saying that, we have to mask up. It's been this big controversy. It has even gotten to the point where they were saying that we probably needed to have sexual intercourse with a mask.
In those early stages.
Early stages.
Yeah.
So did you wear a mask? I mean, I assume at a certain point during quarantine, a lot of people were having sex because we have a lot of quarantine babies. I have a nephew / godson out of that now. Yeah. And these kids are also very advanced. He was walking at 8 months.
Damn.
Yeah. Smart kid.
Yeah. Wow.
So were you having masked of sex?
So I will tell you.
When it starts like that, I already know.
So earlier in the pandemic, when it first started and we just didn't know what was really going on, I actually took a little sabbatical from sex for
I do remember months. That.
Yeah. Yes, you remember?
Yeah, I remember the sex sabbatical, and I was like, nigga,
right. Yeah. But after that was over, I would hook up with former flames and we would get tested.
Okay.
And wear a mask.
Okay.
Like face the wall, ain't no kissing. I mean, it was like real raw and dirty.
That's what I'm about to say. That sounds like kind of like 50 Shades.
Right. Now, to be fair,
everybody
knows I'm very kinky.
Yeah.
So I would have done that for fun. So I did not mind that at all.
So so yes, you had some sex during quarantine when you were saying you was taking sabbatical, because each time you would tell me like, D, I just had the worst sex ever.
It was
you was having a lot of bad sex.
It was a very mediocre quarantine set. Oh man, I feel bad saying this on.
Don't feel bad.
Oh yeah.
You have a whole book about sex.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's just sex.
I feel bad for some of the partners though that I'm not saying names, but
don't say we're not saying names. And if you want to say names, that's also
no.
If you feel like you need to, you can make something up.
No. But no, I had some good encounters. I had some very bad ones though. And I don't know if folks just had anxiety about the pandemic but I had a lot of really bad COVID sex. It just wasn't good. Yeah, it was a lot.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So okay. So what would you say your worst experience was to like regarding COVID-6?
I hooked up with a friend and she was a pillow princess. Like she literally just laid there the
like
entire time. Yeah, just laid there. Like I did everything. Like we literally, I will never forget this. We started messing around at about 12:30 in the morning.
Okay.
We finally stopped about 6 a.m. and she literally didn't do nothing the entire time. Yep.
Okay, so hold on. First of all, were there breaks and naps in between this? Because you telling me 12:30 in the morning to 6 o'clock in the morning. That's like 4.5, 5 hours of sex.
It was off and on foreplay, sex, minor rest here, like in there, and we were just going at it. I mean, we didn't have to go to work. Like this is when things were locked down.
Okay.
We didn't have nothing else.
Okay.
To do.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, without COVID, that sounds like an exhausting scenario to be in. Like, and I like sex.
Oh, no,
I'm like, at some point, I'm like, okay, I am tired. Like,
it was a lot.
Yeah, I could imagine, especially if it was a lot for you because your partner wasn't doing shit.
No, it was a lot on me. Yeah,
like
it was a lot.
And I just you lost me at 12:30 in the morning to 6. I'm sorry, I just have to catch my breath for a second.
But again, it was nothing else to do. We were completely locked down. Everything here shut down, so we literally didn't have nothing to do the next morning.
I mean, was that your first encounter? Because I know, like, sometimes
it actually was.
Okay, because that's what I was going to say.
Our first time hooking up.
Yeah, okay, so and that could be a part of it too. But I mean, by that time, if you say y'all fuck for 5 hours, that's just how she fucks. So never mind.
I mean, it wasn't actual sex the entire 5 hours, but it was
right
messing around. Yeah. It was sex. It was oral. It was fingering. It was everything. But yeah.
White girl, black girl. Peruvian, Latina. Okay.
Well.
Okay. Nice. Interesting. And I'm saying this like I know like I've had sex with a Latina woman or some shit.
You could if you wanted.
Okay, so here's the thing. I am more so, I would say I'm not opposed to like engaging in like some sort of same-sex experience.
With like a threesome though?
I would do it definitely in threesome form, but I think I've told you this. I would prefer a threesome with 2 guys.
That's every woman.
Yeah, and everybody always says that's a train. I don't believe that's a train because it's still it's still 2 people. It's still two people, me, you, and this somebody else. That's still 3. So that's a menage a trois. So like, how does that change to a train? And I feel like a train would be 4 or more.
I get it, but I just feel like if you getting fucked by 2 dudes at the same time.
I'm not getting DP'd.
I thought.
I wouldn't do DP.
Really?
I would not do. You can't put your dick in my ass.
Oh, interesting.
No, I told you that. I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay.
Nigga, let me tell you, not to get very candid with y'all.
That's what we want here.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a time when I was out here and I just felt uncomfortable in my butt. And I went to the doctor and the doctor had to put his finger in my butt.
Oh, yeah, that's always uncomfortable. Yeah.
And I was just like, just trying to breathe. And not thinking about it. And I was just like, this is very violated. I'm being anally raped right now. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the Boondocks.
Ha!
And I had a hemorrhoid. Mm-hmm. And he was like, are you straining when you go to the bathroom? I said, no.
There. Yeah,
I said, I feel like I go too much. Yeah. Like I don't have an issue going. So I don't know if it's just exhausted. But I wasn't.
It could be stress. not eating like enough fiber.
Yeah. Now I feel like I ate too much fiber. Like there was a period of time I was eating. Anyway, okay. So I'm at the doctor, so I have to now be prescribed medicine that has to go up my butt.
Yep. I've been there.
And when I tell y'all, I would get out the shower.
Yeah.
And I would have to lay on the bathroom floor to put that medicine. And it's like, oh, you can, squat or do it over a toilet or whatever. Nah, your girl is a punk. I was laying down ass naked.
That's the best angle though.
Listen, and I just would be like, okay, 1, 2,
damn.
Okay. Damn. and having to put something in my butt, it felt like a backwards fart.
Yeah.
And so I am not into anal anything. I am traumatized. Okay, it's not my thing. It's just not my thing. So here we are.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
so funny.
It's not funny. You laugh and you still like this.
No,
funny.
I've been there and it was not fun.
It wasn't.
It was not fun. Nope.
And at that point in my life, I was like, damn, like how is this even happening? Like
I remember my first or second year out here, I had hemorrhoids, and I went to the doctor, and the doctor had to examine me, so I had to put on the gown. He put on
the glove,
lubed up.
Yep.
His fingers, I'm sitting or I'm laying there. He's like up there and
then it's not like they just go up there.
No, it's up
like,
there.
It's like this. They trying to feel around.
But then he keeps talking though. Like, I'm so sorry, Darrin. I'm so sorry. So like
just get
how's the work going? It's like, can you just finish? Like, yeah, he just kept talking. Yeah, that was awkward. That was very awkward. Yeah. Very, very awkward.
Man, and it's just like I feel like people we don't talk about the internal hemorrhoids, and we always talk about like y'all always talk about the cream and like on the outside of things, but I'm like, nah, like it's hard out here for some people, and we both have experienced the trauma that comes with that.
Yeah.
Man,
I agree. Yeah.
Damn.
So funny. Talking about hemorrhoids.
Talking about hemorrhoids. Okay, so back to fucking during COVID.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
What else you want to know?
So what would you say your best experience was during COVID?
Let's see. So later on in the pandemic, things were still closed, but I would say about 6 months after it had really taken shape here. One of my longtime hookups that I hadn't hooked up with her in a few years, and she came over. She was really bored, and she beat the shit out of me, and then we fucked. That was fun.
Wait,
that's when we got out the like handcuffs, the paddle, like all the BD,
like nasty.
Yeah, no, this is what folks will also learn like about me in the book. Like I am a big BDSM fan.
Okay, I was thinking, he might like to get, tied up a little bit, maybe a blindfold.
Yeah.
Have you had what is the thing that you put in the mouth?
Oh, like I have one. No, it's on.
Oh, we
phone.
about to do a tour, and we about to
right now.
Go.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
One, I remember years ago, a friend of mine, she went in my nightstand, and I always tell like everybody, don't go in my nightstand.
Well, I think that's invasive anyway. They shouldn't be.
Right. Yeah, but she opened it. And she was like, oh, this like that next level shit. I mean, it's just like now I literally keep a basket by my bed of all the, the fun stuff. So, but this is something that I used to be ashamed of it. Now I don't care. Like I'm very open, like about I like BD like SM. And if you're not into that, I won't enjoy the sex.
I think I've only been I don't think I've ever really been tied up. Now that I think about it, I in college I tied up that boyfriend. But that was it. But I've never really been whipped. I enjoy the occasional choke. Certain levels of pressure. Oh my gosh. And then, but I've never been like bound and like blindfolded for real.
I highly recommend everybody
try
do it. You have the best orgasms that way. But everybody needs a safe word though.
Okay.
Yep. Mine is mercy, by the way.
Mercy.
Yeah.
That's okay. Wow. Okay, so that's really dope, by the way. Okay. So BDS, okay, so if you are bound, gagged, that's what it's called. Like no,
it's
like
let's see, it's bondage, discipline, submission, domination.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you like all of that?
Yeah, everything. Like I will be the dominant, I will be the submissive. If it's BDSM, I am in.
You would definitely not having vanilla sex with
no. And I would say the only thing that I've had, so I am not into shit or blood. Like I don't want any
that's weird. That's weird. And it's just unsanitary.
Yeah, I don't want that. But however, I have given a couple of golden showers years ago. Now, this year and last year, I have actually been trying to get my very first golden shower. It's been very hard though. Like nobody wants to do it though. Like I keep hearing from these women, I just have too much respect for you, or that's just really weird.
I'm tired. You tying me up and spanking me. Bitch, piss on me.
Yeah, no, like I
think how you would have to get that to happen would have to be in like a session in the shower.
Yeah, I feel like that's the safe way though. Like I don't want the safe way. Like,
so you ready to ruin your mattress?
No, it wouldn't be on the mattress, but remember I have hardwood floors. So I'm like, I could put something down and no. The thing with me is that I would say I have a long list of kinks, which obviously I will expose in the book.
What's your other kink besides BDSM? I mean, it would still, technically, I guess it would still fall under BDSM.
I mean, probably. I mean, if we want to get just like really, really specific, something that's a really huge for me is that so in my real life, I am a very type A dominant guy, very organized business, minded. But one of my kinks is that I love being degraded though. Like if I'm not treated like garbage during sex, then it's harder for me to get off.
So if that were us interact, I could be like, "Shut up, bitch."
Yeah, no, like that gets me off.
Pussy,
yep.
That's crazy.
No, like that is something. Yeah, that's probably my number one kink or my top three.
Like you said, like you would probably have to have some girl piss on you that really don't know you.
Maybe, yeah.
That would have to be something like because I think for somebody that has interacted with you at least sexually multiple times, I could see how you're like,
A friend told me just get like a hooker, and I'm like, I don't do hookers. Like I don't have to pay for sex.
I don't have time. Yes. That's what I'm about to say. I don't have time to be bailing you out of jail.
I know, right?
Because I'm just like, and you calling me, I'm like, wait, hold up. So I don't know. I'm trying to think outside like the pegging. Like what else would be like a kink of mine or something? I don't know. I just really.
I mean, I know your kink, but I'm not going to say it. Though.
I'm into like I said, like I'm kind of like I'm into voyeurism.
Yeah.
Being watched. Being watched.
You have a major kink though that I don't think you like even know it's a kink though.
What is it?
You love sucking dick. Like that's a kink.
That's really a kink.
That's a kink.
Yo, I really can't show my mama this episode.
I know.
No,
right?
Okay,
no,
so yes.
Okay,
so now since we put my business out there,
I interviewed you, so I know
that's true. Yeah, that's true. Like I really do enjoy. That's why I'm like, like I don't I don't like my box being ate. Like I let people do it because that's something that men get pleasure out of. But I'm like, okay, you got 5 minutes. We fucking or am I sucking? Like, what's happening? Because I'm over it. Like, it's so true. It does nothing for me. And I don't know if it's that I am not turned on enough. Maybe not enough foreplay has happened. I mean, I can recall one time saying, like, telling a guy to eat my box, like. And it was because we had fallen out and hadn't spoken in like some weeks or like a month. And then we
wanted to punish him or something.
You know what?
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah. I feel like
kind of sadistic.
Yeah, I feel like you would like it if you were like making a guy do it. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
And I'll put the cover of this clip. I will also put the kinks, like, cause I feel like it said I was a sadist too. I didn't even think about it like that.
I could totally see that.
I'm a terrible ass person.
Yeah, I could totally see you being a sadist. Yeah, no,
I didn't even think about it like that. But I just was like, okay, I know this turns him on, and we've been drinking and having a great time. And I was just like, oh, but it's just not my thing. But I will tell you another thing. I think that happens. I think I require a lot of foreplay.
Oh yeah, no,
I require a lot of foreplay.
That's good though. No, I just feel like, okay, yeah, like quickies are fine.
I hate rush sex.
But same here.
And I just know I try to get out of my head during sex. But it's just like I just know that this is like I'm like, ugh, and then I feel like
the foreplay breaks you down and gets you really, really ready. Like that's why I like BDSM so much. That is actually my foreplay. Yeah. If that's like involved, I will fuck you so good after that.
Okay. So I have a question.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
So how do you lead up to that? Like, so it's like, hi Darrin, I'm here, and then like, is it just blindfold me or handcuff me? How do you get to the point where somebody like is now we're moving into BDSM?
Yeah. No, I mean, I will tell you,
warm it up.
When I am hanging out with a chick and we are chilling, if we're out like or something, I'm really good at just having like a natural conversation, and people are always asking me about myself, and I'm very open. Like I don't really have anything to really hide. So so the thing with me is that once women see how open I am, it makes them curious, and everybody's like, well, are you really that nasty? And it's like, yeah, no, like I'm just very out there with it. Yeah. My thing is, I don't ever tell people this shit to get them like to have sex with me. Right. Like I'm not one of those guys, but I'm very just open. So I'm very like, look, this is what I like. Yeah. And what's happened for me in my adult life is that I will have a lot of these women that they're just like, I'm curious. Will he do this? And it's just like, usually the answer is yeah. It's just like, you want to spank me and come in my mouth? I don't care. Like, are you clean? Have you been tested? I mean, it's just, that's just how I roll. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm not really shy about the sex stuff. Okay,
so when you said like, okay, that's what I'm saying. So we know that BDSM, you said like that is your foreplay, like the hitting, the spanking, and all that. So it's like, how does one get to that level? So that's what I'm saying. Like so you met me at a bar, we're having this conversation and we go back to your place or to my place.
Now,
do I just tie you up?
Now, it doesn't usually happen on a first date though.
Okay.
Like I have to know you just like a little bit. Now, if I hook up with a chick that I've known for a little bit or I've known her for a few years, it's easy.
Okay.
But if you are a stranger, it's very rare that I will do BDSM on just a first date.
Okay.
Very rare. Very
rare. So why
is
that? Is it a level of trust?
Yes, it is. Like if I don't trust you, you cannot handcuff me, and I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that to a stranger because then it's like they can say rape. So no, it must be 1,000%
Makes
trust.
sense. Makes sense.
Always.
Okay,
always.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I was like, does it just happen? You're like, okay, we had a bar, we're talking, and then
not on the first date.
I still would like to know. You still not giving me the zhuzh that I want.
What do you want?
I want to know. Okay,
what?
So we talk about foreplay, whether it could be talking, dirty to somebody, getting inside somebody's head.
That works. Yeah.
So how does it lead up to one? Like you being tied up. So is it like conversation, like foreplay?
So the foreplay for me will always start with the good, unfiltered, like combo. Like what do you like, Dominique? Like what gets you off? Don't give me the PC answer. Like what do you like? And then once that starts, the box just opens. Pandora's box. So if you, I feel like if you cannot tell me what you really like, we won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Because I need the wall to come down.
Yeah.
And that's what also gets me off. Though, like the wall always has to come completely down.
But I also think that's true for a lot of women when it comes to being sexually pleased.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a level, because I know a lot of it is also mental. I feel like I won't orgasm if I don't have some sort of chemistry, like real chemistry, where I feel like I can give you this part of me. I feel like I'm giving a piece of myself away.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, are you really trying to go the distance where we can get me to this level?
Yeah.
And I know that's like a mental thing that I've been like working on and trying to let go. But I'm man, all these niggas can't be having this mind-blowing pussy. I'm just saying. I'm like, it's cool. Like, y'all can enjoy it for a little while, but I'm like, no, you're not getting that for me.
Now, see, it's also, another thing that gets me off though is her being pleased.
Yeah.
Like if a woman is not having an orgasm, then that turns me off.
Yeah.
So, but it just,
or could it just really be like for me, I feel like there was a shift once I got on birth control.
Yeah.
So when I was on the pill, that changed my body completely.
Yeah.
And I don't have sensation in my nipples. It's harder for me to orgasm.
I can see that.
I have terrible night sweats. So I haven't been on the pill and shit, like probably since I pretty much moved out here. And so I've been playing Russian roulette sometimes, a lot of times. But so I know that going in. And so I tell a man, I'm like, okay, listen, if I don't orgasm, like that's not your fault. Like I know, I also understand my body, but I also know the difference when a man is really trying to please me and like we're enjoying this experience together and it's very euphoric and it's a great time. Whereas like it's somebody that's just like trying to just get one off. There's a difference between having a connection with somebody and it just being a fuck.
Oh yeah. So big time.
And I also feel like sometimes women, we might have bond sex with somebody and we might not orgasm. That doesn't mean that you did something wrong.
Right.
That too.
Women's bodies are very delicate and
complex.
Yes, and very complex, and every woman's body is very different.
Yeah.
And women get off on different things.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like women, when it comes to sex and orgasms, I feel like every woman is different.
Yeah.
Every woman is.
Yeah. Everyone, I mean, but knowing that every woman is different, and I try to explain that to men. I'm like, you can't fuck me how you fuck somebody else, because I'm not gonna like that. And that's just what it is. And a lot of times, men, what you thought could have been working, homegirl might have also just been, I'm like, she like this? This is strange. Yeah. You know, but niggas be strange. But I'm like, a lot of times, like we said, like, women aren't afraid to speak up and say whatever it is that you could potentially be doing wrong. But it's just also like, I feel like all pussy is not created equal. Neither is all dick.
I'm done with you. I'm done. All pussy is not created
all
equal.
Pussy wow. Is not. It's not. And I mean, and neither is dick. I mean, because if it were, there would be certain niggas or bitches that niggas wouldn't be pussy whipped, and bitches wouldn't be dickmatized if everything was equal. Because it's just like, I could just hop to the next dick and I know I'm gonna get what homeboy gave me. No, it's not equal.
Yeah.
So that's why I also think that you shouldn't necessarily put your mouth on everybody. And
that we'll see now. See, in the wake of COVID and in the wake of all these STDs that are going on, like, the rates were still high during COVID.
Yeah.
I don't put my mouth on anybody. And in fact, and I think I've said this to you before, if you are not vaccinated, if you have not had a fairly recent STD test, if you don't use protection, I will not put my mouth on your pussy.
Yeah.
That is just like facts right now. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. And I feel like that is absolutely fair. Yeah. Because
COVID is in pussy juice and in semen. So
that's what they said. That's what they said we shouldn't be swallowing. But
well, I mean, that's not an issue for me, but you know. You swallow? Like every time?
Not every.
A fucking G. I love it. This is a G right here, y'all.
Not okay.
Swallow so every time.
No. Hold on. Hold on. That's how rumors get started. And niggas gonna be like, "Oh, bitch, you swallow." No, I don't. If it's my nigga, and we're doing our thing, or I'm just trying to pleasure him because I know he was stressed out.
Yeah.
I am definitely going to do that, and I am going to swallow because there are properties in semen when the person eats right, when they have a balanced diet.
I agree with that. Yeah.
I mean, y'all be wondering why my teeth so white and my skin be glowing.
I'm leaving. Let me get my shit and get up out. Wow.
I'm just saying, it's the truth. It's the truth though. Like a lady created a cookbook that has one of the ingredients is semen. So that's just what it is. So I am just look. We're gonna end it there because I don't want to give away too much, and now I have niggas thinking I'll just out here just be doing shit. No, the fuck I don't. It is for entertainment.
Ooh, man, this interview, what is going on?
Okay, wait a second. Before we wrap up.
Yeah. What's up?
Threesomes. Do you feel like they are better?
Overrated, but
overrated? Yeah. Okay, so I was gonna say, your experience with threesomes. I've never had a threesome. So
that's right.
Yeah. I'm vanilla in that area. Wow.
Do you want one?
I wouldn't be opposed. Like, I feel like I would need to be out of the country, and there would have to be strict boundaries. Like, bitch, you can't have my niggas.
Have you told your nigga this?
So apparently no. I've talked about this before. Apparently, I give out big threesome energy. I feel like I
told you that.
Yeah, and I get approached all the time, and I'm like, no. Like,
I mean, I told you, not that I would, but if I had threesomes with any of my female friends, you would be in like the top 3. Like, we discussed this. Like you, like Rachel, a few like others.
I would totally fuck Rachel. Like Rachel's like she probably gonna hear this.
Yeah.
Rachel is cute. Oh God, now Nicole's gonna be like, you're gonna fuck no.
It's the swag.
Right?
We're not fucking Rachel.
We're not fucking Rachel.
Rachel has swag though.
Rachel has a bomb.
She has the best personality.
I had a dream Rachel and I had a dream Rachel with my panties. So
wait, what?
What?
She did what?
I had a dream that Rachel ripped my panties. I don't know if she remembers that. I was like, I that y'all try to have sex with me.
Wow.
With her girlfriend at that time, and I was like, you ripped my panties.
And you told her that?
Yeah.
What did she say?
She was cracking up.
I love
Rachel.
it.
Rachel, but Rachel is such a great like sister friend of mine. So it's certain friends that I think I'm like, okay, if that happened. And there was a friend that I did try to have a threesome with when I was in St. Louis one time.
Yeah.
But my homeboy, was letting it go. Like he was so drunk, he didn't understand like what was happening. And I was like, why I was like summoning him to my house. So I was like, well, that's a dream to fire like a raisin in the sun. And the guy that said he said, that's not for you, sis. And I said, you're right. But no, absolutely. Like, I feel like there would need to be boundaries. I feel like I would need to pick the girl.
Yeah.
Because I think that Or the guy.
Just saying.
If that happened, that would have to be with I feel like that
a stranger.
I feel like for me to have that encounter, I would probably have to date somebody vanilla. Because they're more cool when it comes down to stuff like that. I'm like, that's why I was like, well, also, I know it's not my thing, but like the DP thing, like, I wouldn't have it couldn't unless the dude was just like hella cool. But like I have a homeboy that has done that stuff with his homeboy. Like they hit two girls, like not two girls, like a girl together, and they don't come into contact with each other. And so I'm like, that can totally happen. But I think sometimes men get so caught up in the idea of that's gay. I'm like, dog, like you're low-key homophobic and weird. So whatever. I'm like, but only when it comes to like certain things. And I'm like, but then you want me to fuck you and another girl. That's weird. It's like strange. But I would say that I would have to take the reins on that. If that were a thing. And like I said, I would prefer it be spontaneous. That's what I was asking. Like, would you prefer a spontaneous threesome or did you have to feel like
that's funny you say that. I feel like because almost all of my threesomes and group sex has been planned in advance, I feel like
that's why
I would need a spontaneous one.
Yeah.
I mean, almost every group sex experience I've had has been very underwhelming.
Oh yeah, because you had one during COVID.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it was people was out here. Like folks needed excitement and stuff. Yeah. It was really bad. It was really bad. Like I called you about it. Yeah.
You called me about it, and I was cracking up. I was like, but see, you said you was on sabbatical from having sex. And you had to dip back in, and I told you not to.
I mean, I just feel like now it's hard to impress me. So maybe I'm being just too harsh. Maybe
it could be that. No, that situation in particular, it was too much happening. And not a lot of issues where consent should have been entered into the conversation.
No, there was.
No,
plenty of consent.
No, that was consent, but when that guy turned that camera on, that was not consent. So I feel like, listen, and I think at the level that I'm like working, that you are on, and it's just going up, all the way up.
What do you mean?
Like as far as career, like it has to be certain things put in place too.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I would never get filmed for sex.
Yeah. I wouldn't be.
No.
Have you ever, like, outside of that situation? Have you ever been filmed?
No, because I don't. Nobody needs to see me having sex unless you're having sex with me, and even still, I don't want that to be remembered because it gets very ugly and very unlike. It's just it's not. There's nothing pretty about the way I have sex. That's what makes it fun, though.
Yeah, I guess.
And also, remember, I like being humiliated during
That's
sex.
what I was gonna say. You having a different type of sex. I'm not being humiliated during sex.
Right.
Yeah, no, I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but I'm like, okay, we were racing this right now. And then like let's watch it together and then like let's race it right now. Like that's it. It has to be on my phone.
Yeah, I don't even want that. I'm just like, I don't need to see it. Like I'm like, no. Nope.
I wouldn't. I might have a little porn star inside of me.
Oh, you know, a lot of people love it. A lot of people
like,
want to watch themselves.
And not like,
but that don't do nothing for me though. I have zero desire to watch myself having sex. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to have like more sex conversations with you. Because like I'm like, are you having sex? Yeah, what? Like are you having sex in like public places? Like what's the like? I be fucking in public.
It's in the book, Dominique.
I know. I'm not. We trying to lead people to
right. Yeah, I've had sex in public place. It's just like I
have you ever been caught? Have you ever been ticketed?
No. Oh no. No. I would never get caught. No. Like I know how to do it. Where it's, I mean, and I haven't had sex in the public since I was in my 20s. But no. I feel like now it's getting harder and harder to find things that excite me now, and I feel like I'm kind of tainted now.
Yeah, I mean, you would pretty much because you've been like to Amsterdam and stuff like that, right? Okay, I think okay. I have an idea for an episode, and we can discuss it offline. But we might have to take a trip where it's like kind of like a vlog.
I'm down. Amsterdam.
And we go to Amsterdam. We go to the red light district because they have it's right. Really like when if you pay like have like a girl like dance for you and the you know how the screen like it comes down and it's like a whole show.
Yeah,
that would be. I think you would kind of enjoy that.
And I will tell you, one of the reasons that I am a little bit more calm now, and I'm not as outrageous as I was at 24 or 21 is because I actually do. I know this may shock some of y'all, but I do, take my Christianity a lot more serious now. Like I do have my temptations. I still sin just like everybody else, but I'm not as out here as I used to be though.
I mean, yes, I get that.
I used to be out here, like on Craigslist, meeting in alleys, parking lots.
The fuck
this is in the book. I am telling you. No, I was
nigga. No.
I was basically a hooker, just not getting paid.
What?
No, I was out. Like Tavisha lived with me. She knows most of the stories. No, I was bad. It was really, really bad. My first 1, 2, 3, 4 years out here, I was basically a common streetwalker. I just wasn't getting paid for it. I could not get enough. It was horrible. Yeah, it was horrible. Like I remember the first year I lived out here, I slept with 20 women, which isn't horrible, but yeah.
That's why I'm sitting here like, wait a fucking second, my nigga. What?
Yeah. No,
okay, you know what? Tavisha ass had me. I remember I was like tucked, like kind of like having some bad selling weeks when I was working at Nordstrom.
Yeah.
I was about to be a call girl.
I love it.
And I was like, a phone sex operator. I love it. Fucking Tavisha, man. You're a bad influence. Yeah. It's just I can't believe that you was out here fucking bitches all crazy.
Oh yeah,
you could have died.
I know, no, it was very dangerous. Like we talk about that in the book. No, but remember, I was new out here. I didn't know like anybody. Y'all wasn't sorry. That's a liquor. No, y'all weren't out like here yet. Like it was like I'm talking about, especially that first year I was out here because Tavisha had moved back and she wasn't out here yet.
Okay.
So I was literally, it was just me and my old roommates, and I mean, I had started a new job. I didn't really know like anybody, and I was in a relationship in St. Louis, and then had gotten out.
Yeah,
when,
that's
like,
what I
moved
did.
Here. Yeah,
that's what I did.
Yeah, yeah.
I was in a relationship that was ending.
Yeah, yeah.
As I moved out, and I didn't know how to end it, but I knew I was like, once the fuck I hit this fucking air, I was like,
it was done.
It was done, and I was like, and I was lucky. Like I moved out here, and I had I had started a job. Like I transferred, and so I made friends with my coworkers. So my coworkers were my friends.
Yep.
That's crazy, yo.
So I mean, I wanted to get laid when I was out here. So like the first month or two I was out here, and I had never done this. I started getting dates on Craigslist, and then they didn't even. And by the time I was really got into it, they weren't even dates like anymore. Like I would meet a chick who lived in Pasadena, and I would say, "Hey, like, how you doing?" And we would meet for 2 minutes, and then fuck. Like there are literally women whose names that I didn't even know. They didn't speak English. Like it was just no. And I don't like to say I was like a sex addict, because I still functioned in my normal life, but those
are sex addicts. They live double lives.
I don't think it was a double life. I was just having fun though.
Yeah, I mean, you were young, but I
was 24.
Yeah, I moved out here. I was 22.
Yeah,
and that's just
I was out here, out in these streets.
Y'all, I just please get Darrin's book.
The book is
and when the book is released,
it explains.
We are going to do a follow-up episode. And we will talk about. I'm going to read it, and we're going to talk about like some chapters on
with
here.
a highlighter.
Yes.
And a notepad.
Nigga, you just told me you was fucking bitches on Craigslist. The fuck you mean I'm not going?
I thought I told you that though.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. You probably just Tab should know that. Yeah.
You was out here, my boy.
Oh yeah.
Well, Darrin, tell the people where they can find you, and tell them your upcoming projects as well.
Listen, y'all can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Low Budget Laughs. The final season of Claws premieres December 26th, so next month. And then the first season of The Kings of Napa starts on OWN in early January. Yes. That's not confirmed yet.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. Will I be able to go to that set at some point? Probably.
That's what I'm hoping. Yeah.
All right.
It's a lot of COVID restrictions still.
I get it and I understand it.
Yeah. So and I have some other stuff that y'all will hear like about in 2022. But it's popping. Yeah.
And
some shows, some movie stuff is popping.
Maybe I'll be an extra. Yeah. Maybe I might be a
with us. Maybe
I'll be a reoccurring guest on something.
Yep.
Because y'all know I'll be acting. Shout out to Webster.
Yeah, Webster University.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Yeah. And y'all buy some candles.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't tell you. I had somebody over and they smelled your candle. They was like, "Oh shit, this is good." Yeah, your shit is good. I need that holiday collection candle.
Okay.
What is going on? I need the Valentine's Day candle. Like, what is going on?
Listen, we're gonna talk about it offline, and I might have a little something special dropping for Black Friday. We might have some promos.
Love it. Yeah.
But the production and trade and all that stuff, them ships out there.
Yeah.
So I might have to change something up temporarily.
Yeah.
But we gonna get this shmoney.
Yep, shmoney.
And we're gonna make it do what it do.
Shmoney.
I will see y'all back here next week.
All right.